all you cool snakes and neonates! It's a glorious day in Scotland! Look at this beautiful sunny weather! It's new snake day today. Super excited about this one. So we're away to pick up a couple of hydrodynastes gigas, species I've never kept, I've never worked with, and I am super excited to go and pick up. Apparently they're really intelligent animals, so I am super excited. Definitely a dream snake, and a snake I have been looking at for quite some time now. Just happened onto my lap.
In a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on A92.
Thank you, sweetheart. So, let's hit the road, Jack, and go pick us up two new animals. This is exciting! In this box here we have two hydrodynastes gigas, also known as the Brazilian smooth snake, or famously known as the false water cobra. Now of course they're not a true cobra. Cobras belong to the family Naja, and of course these are hydrodynastes. So they are not a true cobra. They are rear fanged, so the fangs are at the back of their mouth, not in the front, and they are itchy nose. And they are mildly venomous. They aren't going to kill you, so they are not on the DWA spectrum. However, they are, or will be, these are just youngsters. This is a captive, the male is a captive bred, 20, and he was born in September, and the female was born in June. These are just youngsters. Fully grown, these guys have been recorded to get up to about 9 foot. They are a giant colibri. So other than the fact they are a giant colibri with a cobra's hood, I mean with fangs, I mean it's almost the closest thing you can own to a cobra. Of course without having the DWA license, and it's safe because you're not going to die. Bites can range from everything from a little bit of itching to a lot of swelling. I've seen people with hands that would be bit in the hand, their hand swells up like an orange. It's all largely to do with how allergic you are to them, that kind of thing. But the aim of the game is not to get bit. Now these are youngsters, so there's a strong chance these guys are going to be feisty as hell, which is why I've got my hook. Just to gauge them and see how we're going with them. I don't want to scare them. These guys have just been on a 400-mile trip, something like that anyway, from Manchester up to us in Dundee, Scotland. So they have just travelled at least 400 miles, I think, today. So we're going to pop them out of these containers that they've come up in, pop them in a little soak to let them rehydrate, get their fluids up, because these guys, well, it's in the name, false water cobra. They love their water, they spend a lot of their time swimming. So we're going to put them in these and let them soak for like 10-15 minutes, let them get a good drink, and then they'll go into the quarantine bibs. As you guys know, I always put animals into a quarantine tub. When it comes from another collection that I don't know, it just means that if they're carrying parasites, mites, all that kind of stuff, it could be caught in this room and treated before they go near my whole collection downstairs, and then I have a zoo to treat and take to the vets. Whereas if it's just these animals, like I say, separate room is a whole lot better. It's easier to treat 2 animals than it is to treat 20 or whatever we've got downstairs. So first up, this is the male, so he's the younger and the smaller. Sexual dimorphism does occur in this species. Now, this species has been known to tail whip like a monitor. Like that. They will tail whip. Come on, buddy. Now, they don't just flatten out their hood, they can flatten out their whole bodies. Well, here we go. These are hypo versions, so this is a morph. Let me see if we can get him out here. Oh, he is beautiful. Look at that snake. I've maybe underestimated the size of tank. I've got to give him a soaking. I'll maybe put him in the larger of the two, and I'll go and find a larger one for the female because she is bigger. But he is beautiful. Look at that animal right there. Oh my god. That is such a cool little snake. The bigger girl. Of course, sexual dimorphism plays a part in these guys. Now, I'm told that the girl is a bit of a loose cannon. I'm told that she's quite crazy. Now, the pictures I've sent of her last week, she was in blue and she hasn't shed yet. She's pure clear again. So I would imagine she's going to shed tonight or tomorrow. She's very close to shedding. So she's probably going to be extra feisty and extra grumpy. So if there's a point I'm going to get a nip, it's probably going to be right here. Now, as you guys know, take this off and you guys can see her on the top. Oh, look at that animal. Oh yeah, she is shedding. Yeah, her nose, she's broken her nose seating.
You might have thought that.
Yeah, you can see she's broken the seal on her nose. Right? She's actually shedding right now. You guys see that there? Look at that, she's actually shedding as we speak. Look, she's... Oh, are we getting a hood too? Look at that. We're getting a show of that hood, like leave me alone. So these guys are hypos. So I'm going to just plonk her in her water. Right, so as you guys can see there, when they hood, they flatten their neck out like that, just like a cobra. You guys can see, that's amazing. Now, unlike a cobra, they don't rear up. So some people use these guys as sort of a gateway to venomous. She's almost blind now because she's put scales over her eyes. But alright, there she goes. Beautiful. So excited. I'm not going to hold her for too long, simply because she's literally shedding. And I don't want to muck up her shed on her first day. Now that is not an adequate water bowl for a false water cobra. So as you guys know, this is a quarantine tub. So kitchen roll means that I can see anything that comes off of the snake. Small water bowl, I mean that's big enough for her to get in, so that will do her quite easily for a couple of weeks, just while she settles in, she calms down. The chances are I'm probably going to have her out again tomorrow, I would imagine, once she sheds and all that stuff. I may not, I might just leave them and see if they'll feed tomorrow. False water cobras are usually good eaters. So yeah, we might try feed her tomorrow and then give her a few days. She's shedding right now, and that's all she wants to do is just shed. So let's leave her alone to shed and settle down, and I'll get back to you in a few days or so, and we'll get them out and we'll do a wee update. We'll all be on the same episode. It's a false water cobra episode. An episode I'm very excited about. I just love these guys. I'm so excited to work with these things. Unbelievable. So yeah, that's Shelby, our new cobra. Name courtesy of Clint's Reptiles. Alright, day 2. No idea if these guys are going to eat, but I thought I'd offer them something because they're past their feeding day and these guys have a ferocious sort of metabolism. So let's see if he wants to come out and eat something. We'll poke it in the door and see if he wants to come out. Don't know if he will or won't, but we'll see. He's holding its hand. What a silly boy, trying to eat it by the hand. What are you doing, silly man? There we go. This is day 2. They haven't been in the house 24 hours. And he's already eating. Isn't that fantastic? Look at those colours as well. He's a beautiful boy. Look at him chewing that venom's in. So they don't inject their venom. They actually chew the venom in. Because they're rear-fanged. They don't have the same sort of delivery system as a full-on venomous. And he is going at this mouse all kinds of wrong. He's showing us that he's like, look guys, look at me mousies. This is my mouse, it's all mine. And I'm a silly boy. But, testament to the false water cobra, absolutely fantastic. Now, the girl is in shed, but I do have a mouse for her. If she doesn't eat it, it's okay. I've got a couple of animals downstairs that'll probably eat it. Will definitely eat it. There's no two ways about it. There we go, he's working his way up to the head. They will always try and eat it head first, because that's the way the direction of the fur goes, so it slides down a lot easier if they go head to tail. Plus the legs fold in a lot better as well. So there you go, he's worked his way to his head. Now like I say, these guys have a ferocious appetite, ferocious metabolism. So he will digest this really quickly. Isn't that a beautiful snake? Straight down the gullet. So that's a small mouse. It's quite a large prey item for him, but he will manage it. It's not too big. Trick is not to sort of give these guys too big a food item. You know, they will eat things like fish as well as mice. And I need to do a bit more research because I'm sure I've seen them eating other things as well, but I definitely want to offer them fish at some stage just to vary up their diet and give them some sort of enrichment. But you guys know I love getting their minds going, but how cool is that animal? And he's eating right in front of us as well, so he's not even been home 24 hours and he's already eating and eating in front of us. So that is a good sign on his part. And even in shed, I thought I'd offer, this is the girl, I thought I'd offer her a mouse, and she has taken the mouse. So there we go. Awesome. Both animals have eaten even before 24 hours. And this one's even in shed and she's eaten. And she's mid-shed as well. She's still broke the seal off of her nose from last night, but she hasn't shed out yet. But we'll get it. So, I brought them downstairs so we've got a bit more room and a bit more light to take a look at them, take a look at their thingy. In true false water cobra fashion, they have both pooped like simultaneously. These guys are known for being absolute poop machines. In their enclosures I plan on going bioactive. I know it's not going to completely, well, probably not going to make much of a difference, but it might ease off a little bit. But yeah, so I'm going to go bioactive in their enclosures when they go into their permanent enclosures. So we need to pop them out and change their bedding, which I need to bring down the kitchen roll for. But first off, we're just going to pop them out and have a look at them and Here is the beautiful girl. She's looking a hell of a lot smaller after her poop. But look at that sneaky. Not much of a hood today either. She was hooting at me this morning. Let's... She's calmed down a lot more today. Look at that snake. What is that? This is the female. She hasn't stopped hooting since we got her. So this is a fantastic step forward already. This is only like day 2 of handling. And look at how calm she is. Touch wood. The hood's away. She's in inquisitive mode. She's looking around, thinking, checking everything out. Doing really well. So I'd just like to thank Regal Reptiles for these guys. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Now they don't do falsies. These were just a pair that they'd gotten and decided to go in a different direction. But there you go. So they basically do corn snakes and chihuahuas, believe it or not. Corn snakes and chihuahuas. So if you're in the market for a new corn snake or a new chihuahua, head over to Regal Reptiles. Tell them Reptile Rich sent you. And see what they have, because they have morphs and things like that in corn snakes and stuff. If you're looking for a really cool corn snake, she's tying me in knots. They are definitely somewhere to check out. Look at that spotted belly too. So thank you very much to Regal Reptiles for that. As always, if you enjoyed that, guys, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. This episode's a bit longer than normal. Let me know if you guys prefer the smaller sort of 7-minute bite-sized episodes, or if you prefer these sort of longer, more detailed episodes where I talk a bit longer and you see the animals a bit longer. But of course, when it's something like this, I wanted you guys to have a good look at these cool, unique animals that you don't come across too often. This is so cool. Look, you're getting a wee hood there in the camera. What you doing? But yes, super cool animals. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.